Was Josh with you yesterday? Yeah, he wanted to discuss the menu with me. Since I'm vegan, I told him about it. He wanted some recommendations, so people at the wedding don't feel excluded. I see, but then you took him out for lunch? Well, we were hungry, so I just thought we should grab something to eat. Why are you asking me these questions? Oh, you know very well why I'm asking you all this. Aren't you being a little too friendly with my fiancé? What the hell, Carla? Are you for real? It was just a simple favor he asked of me. And you know how busy I am with your wedding, right? Is that an excuse for you to spend more time with Josh and slowly creep inside his pants, huh? Listen, I have seen you looking at him. I know you had a huge crush on him before we started dating, but shooting your shot now won't do you any good. Stay away from my man and try to get your pathetic dating life back on track. Oh my God, Carla, what the hell? Have you lost your damn mind? That was 2 years ago, and you don't need to insult me like this. What have I ever done? You are happy in your relationship, and I'm happy for you. Do you think I'd be doing all this if I had any grudge against you? You are my best friend. I would never think of betraying you. You always get away with your sentimental crap, Andrea, but I'm not falling for it anymore. I have seen you being all friendly and flirtatious with Josh, and just because he is a kind man doesn't give you the right to pounce on him and take advantage of his kindness. If he really wanted to discuss the menu with you, he would have told me about it, and so could you. I understand he was swamped yesterday, but what about you? Why didn't you tell me about it? Because I was busy too. Dude, I have a life away from all this. I have my office. And because you asked me to participate in your wedding actively, I'm doing everything I can to do the best for you. But I'm also trying to handle the other aspects of my life. Listen, Carla, if I wanted to, I could have refused. I had every reason to. In fact, the way you keep speculating about me is enough reason for me to step down and walk away. I know you have been checking my phone every time I visit you. I don't know why you are insecure about this relationship when everything is going so well. Josh is an amazing guy, and I am genuinely happy for you. But it seems like you can't trust me anymore. The reason behind that, I don't know. But the way you just disrespected me, that hurts, Carla. In the last 4 years, I have never judged you for once. No matter how messy things got for you with your ex, I stood by your side without ever commenting on you. But it looks like you are not the same as me. You don't consider me your equal, let alone your best friend. Oh, my. Again with the same sob story as if you're not the culprit here. Don't try to play the victim. No one forced you to do anything for my wedding. I was okay with you just refusing, but you happily agreed to it. If I had known that was your plan to get closer to Josh, I'd have never let all this crap happen. I trusted you. I thought you were my friend, my best friend. But no, you are nothing but a traitor who spat on my feelings. Josh means the world to me. I don't know what I would ever do without him. But because you said all that shit about my past to him, now he doesn't believe me anymore. What the hell are you talking about? I never said anything to him. Andrea, he knew that all along. And I don't know what's exactly going on between you two, but whatever problem he has with you has nothing to do with me. So stop unnecessarily blaming me for your bullshit. You are not welcome to my wedding anymore. I don't want to have anything to do with you and your stupid-ass face. Just get the hell out of my life and never come back. And if I see you whining one more time, I'm not going to sit back and let you be. If I can be your best friend, I can also be your worst enemy. So, don't try to play smart and stay away from my Josh and me. Like hell do I want to stay in contact with you after all the shit you said to me. Just go to hell, Andrea. I can't believe I wasted so many of my years babysitting you. I should be the one saying this to you. If it weren't for me, you'd still be the same lame and grouchy library girl everyone couldn't stand in college. How can you forget all the things I did for you? At least you could be more grateful about it instead of just boasting about yourself. But I guess I was the one wrong about you. You don't deserve to be called a friend. Whatever. Please send me the money I wasted on the wedding day. I'm sure you can still have a grand wedding without my assistance. Of course I can. I'm not a cheapskate like you. Send me the bill and I'll pay you everything after my wedding. I would be lying if I said the whole argument/breakup with Carla did not hurt me. Because honestly, it did. We have been friends for 4 years, and I loved her with all my heart. We may come from different backgrounds and have polarizing personalities, but we managed to come this far in our friendship. She helped me come out of my comfort zone when I became the mom friend. Carla always had the tendency to lead guys on. Because of that, she ended things with her exes on really bad terms. Some of them even tried to get back to her, but because I always had her back, they couldn't do anything. It was just an immature phase for her, or so I told myself every time her exes would reach out to me, asking for my help. I never listened to their clarifications. Not like those guys were any good, so there was no point in wasting my time on them. I trusted Carla and her decisions, and I tried to be the best friend she always said she needed. 2 years ago, once we graduated and started working, I met Josh at an office party. He was a finance manager in one of the companies we worked with, and we just got to know each other. He was a gentleman, soft-spoken, and extremely sweet. And while I never imagined a perfect man, I could not see one flaw in him. It was only apparent I ended up having a little crush on him, but it stayed only for a few hours since I was dating someone else. Luckily, though, we stayed in contact and soon became good friends. When I told Carla about him, she fell head over heels for him. His picture was enough to tell her the kind of man he was, and so she asked me to set her up on a date with him. I did as she said, and well, a couple of months later, they started dating. Everything seemed promising at first, but as time went by, Carla's complaints only skyrocketed. Josh was adventurous, sure, but he was not the typical bad guy type Carla generally went for. Her disappointment showed at times. She'd talk about him, but Josh managed to keep up with her. He really loved her, I could tell. I never tried to get too much into their relationship, as I thought it was better to leave Carla to handle everything alone. They may get into arguments, but it seemed like Carla was maturing. She was coming out of that phase of hers and seeing the reality of being in a healthy relationship. I was happy. But there was another thing I noticed. She did not like me hanging out with Josh much. I understood why she was sometimes insecure and maintained a safe distance from Josh. To me, she meant more than any other man in this world. But after the conversation we had, I felt heartbroken. I didn't know how to talk about it. But then, Josh texted me.
I'm sorry for what Carla said to you.
It's okay. I don't care anyway. But you guys have a great married life.
I should have told her. I didn't know she'd make such a great issue out of that.
She told me not to talk to you. Don't mess up your relationship now, Josh. You're getting married to her in a week. It would be better if you stopped texting me. If she sees our chat, she will accuse us of cheating on her next time.
I think there is more to her than her insecurity here, Andrea. She believes you told me something about her, but it was her who got drunk and said skeptical things about her past to me. I got confused and frustrated, but the following day I found out she remembered nothing.
What did she say exactly?
She told me how her ideal type used to be the bad boys she dated in the past, and how boring I can get at times. You know how she gets drunk, all giggly and staggering around. She even brought up one of her exes, Daniel, and I just got a little upset. The following morning, I thought it would be better if I stayed quiet and forgot about everything, but sadly, I couldn't. The day when I met you, we argued at night, and I brought up the things she told me, but I never clarified she was the one who told me all that. She looked scared and started crying, but because I needed some space, I left her. If I had told her, she wouldn't have talked to you like this, but now that I have, she seemed adamant about not calling you in our wedding. I'm so sorry. It was my fault.
It wasn't, Josh. She said what she had to, and I don't want to talk about how she treated me and give any more ideas. You two are a couple, engaged and soon going to be married. She may have humiliated me, but I want my peace of mind, and you should let it go too. She is your priority first. You're a good man, Josh, and I know you love her unconditionally. While Carla and I may not be friends anymore, I still consider you my friend. So, yeah, be happy with her, and if you need me, I'll be there for you.
Thanks, Andrea.
As their wedding day neared, I only felt more stuffy and anxious. I didn't know why exactly. Maybe it was the anger and the heartbreak mixed. But there was another thing constantly ringing in the back of my head. When Josh told me about Daniel, I was a little surprised. While he had his reputation, he was the only decent guy Carla dated before Josh. But their breakup was messy. She ghosted him out of nowhere one day, and when I asked her why, she told me she was tired of his high testosterone tendencies. They had an on-again, off-again kind of relationship after that, before she met Josh. While these thoughts kept me awake, I got a text from an unexpected man.
Hey, Andrea, it's Daniel.
Oh, hey, how are you?
Cool. I have something important to ask you.
Yeah, sure, what is it?
Has Carla broken up with her fiancé?
What? What are you talking about? She is getting married tomorrow.
Oh, hell no. I knew she was lying to me. Andrea, I'm telling you, your best friend is a damn liar. She did the same thing to me 3 years ago. I tried telling you this, but you were not ready to listen to me because you were so loyal to her. But guess what? Your best friend is a cheater and a liar, and she has been twiddling both me and her fiancé around her fingers.
Whoa. Calm down, dude. First of all, we are not friends anymore, and no longer am I invited to her wedding. And second of all, please explain appropriately because I cannot catch up. What the hell happened?
What happened is that I was in New York City 2 months ago, and Carla called me, asking me to meet her. We met up at a restaurant where she told me she was not happy in her relationship, but because of the peer pressure, she had to say yes to the wedding. I consoled her, and well, on our way back, she kissed me. I didn't know how to react then, but like an idiot, I asked her to meet me again. We met 2 days later, and while I was not comfortable sleeping with her, she managed to convince me. I tried bringing up our past, but she just apologized and told me she'd like to be with me again. I asked for her time, and we kept seeing each other for the next 2 weeks. But after I left for LA, she started ignoring me again. She only called me when she felt like it, but never gave proper answers. I kept asking her when she'd break up with her fiancé, and she kept shrugging it off. Yesterday, I called her, but she blocked me. I feel cheated. I didn't know who else to talk to, but luckily I found your number.
So, what do you want to do next?
Man, I've no clue. I really liked her, and I still do. But this is bullshit. She called me names behind my back when she ghosted me last time, and she did it again. Damn it, Andrea. Please believe me.
Do you have any proof?
I have a few recordings of us talking on the phone when I was in NYC.
Okay. Do you want to confront her?
Of course I do.
Okay, wait. I'll call you in a minute. As Carla asked me, I did not go to her wedding, and neither did I plan on returning to her life ever again. But Josh was still my friend, and I promised to always be there for him. A day later, I found out Daniel played the entire recording on speaker when they were about to take their vows. It was a big wedding, so he had no problem getting in either. Once the recordings were done playing, he confronted Carla in front of the crowd. Josh left immediately, and so did his family. Carla's parents were ashamed of their daughter's actions, while she begged Josh to stay. Josh refused, and Daniel left her too. She deserved it anyway. I don't know why she exactly cheated on Josh, or maybe I did, but I didn't want to overthink it. Maybe I always saw the hints, but refused to acknowledge them because of our friendship. But now, I don't have any reason to be blind anymore. I know people were hurt, and she took the blow pretty badly, but I kept my distance. A part of me wanted to console her, but the other had her pride. I listened to the latter and went on with my life. Of course, I found no joy out of that miserable situation, but to say I wasn't a tad bit satisfied would be an exaggeration.
Hey, you disappeared. What happened? Did you forget me or something?
I'm sure you were busy dealing with other issues, and I didn't want to disturb you.
You helped that Daniel, didn't you? How could he slip those recordings into Andrea's surprise playlist? Only you and I knew about that.
I just called the DJ and convinced him not to change the changes I had just made. He didn't know about it either, so yeah. Congratulations, though. You're not married to a cheater.
Thanks for that. For everything. But where are you right now?
Leaving the country in 2 days. I got a great job offer from London.
Was that your revenge?
I'm not noble like you, mister, so yeah, you can call it that. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Got a lot of work to do.
I'll miss you.
Don't worry, I'm still alive, and you know where to find me.